Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Pastor Matt here with your daily RPM. Hey, we're giving you gold nugget number 14 today out of the book of Acts, and it's very simply this. Peter and John are confronted by a religious mob of Pharisees and Sadducees, and they tell them, we don't allow you anymore to preach about Jesus. And Peter and John made this comment, you know what? We're going to obey God rather than men. And here's what I want you to know today, ladies and gentlemen. We ought to obey God rather than men. And sometimes the men is ourselves, our own flesh. We need to choose to obey God regardless of what our own person wants. We need to choose to obey God regardless of what our friends and family say. And by all means, if and when our government ever forbids us in our faith to exercise our faith, to exercise our religion freely thereof, we ought to obey God rather than men. That's something we have to purpose in our heart, and it really helps if you make up your mind before you ever get to that point, so that if that point ever does come, you've already settled it in your heart. Settle it in your heart today that we would give our life for Christ, and we're going to obey God rather than men. And you know, sometimes I've heard people say, well, I would die for Christ. Well, that's good. Will you live for Him? And will you obey Him when there's no persecution? And will you obey Him when you have religious freedom? Because if you don't obey Him in the absence of persecution, and you don't obey Him in the absence of it being illegal, you definitely won't obey Him if there is persecution or it is illegal. Just a thought. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.
If you like this video, like and share, and follow my dad on Pastor Matt Ministries.